Hey everyone, and welcome back to A Story About My Uncle.
Into the caves again, and now it was just me, alone in these cold, barren halls of ice. But Fred had been here, and now I could feel it. I was getting close. Something wasn't right. The grapple device's energy beam was somehow reflected off of the ice, and I couldn't get a grip. I had to look for areas where the ice was not so thick. This is going to be a challenge.
Well, here we are in the ice caves, and they do mix it up a little bit. Most of the walls and ceiling you actually can't grapple to anymore.
Huh. Keep things interesting.
You have to
that's a neat way to spice it up.
Yeah, you have to be a lot
definitely
more careful with where you're aiming.
That looks cool.
It is cool. This is a super cool room.
Yeah. Lots of floating boxes.
There's one right here.
Kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild puzzles.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually. They have words written on them, you can see, around the outside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which says, "On the winds we sail for the sun's eternity."
Okay.
I like your words, Magic Man.
Does that mean anything to you guys?
Not really.
I assume it just means that you grapple across the place. You know? Like the game.
Yeah. Down here we find a crashed one with a lot of words on it. Dear Renu, I promise to join you above the sun before the week is out. I just have to figure out a way that is not too painful or gruesome. Yours, Lauren. So that's a little dark.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Is this the cave where they bury their old people?
I don't know. It's kind of a what are these cubes actually?
Uh-huh. I like the idea of sending a love letter that's like a 8-ton cube of rock.
Yep.
And why do they all have a blanket covering them?
So I think that's the message underneath.
So
So most of them you're not supposed to be able to read. Just that one that somehow fell over.
interesting.
But I mean, that's assuming that they all have messages written on them.
This one's a different color.
Yeah, some of them are orange.
I keep thinking those little like floating lantern things are like the WoW exclamation mark for Quest.
Oh, jeez. Is everything a reference to us?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've just been playing a lot of WoW lately.
Yeah.
It's true, I've seen it.
Pre-patch is great.
Sure.
Oh, we never ended up talking about this. So yeah, there are little unlockables you get for collecting the collectibles, but they're all, I don't know, minor stuff I don't feel like showing off.
Cosmetics?
You can change the color of the grapple beam. There's one that makes it so everything you grapple on turns gold.
Can you paint your nails?
No. No, you can't. These pillars all have that same message on it, the "On the winds we sail for the sun's eternity."
Interesting.
It's a death cult.
The one thing I haven't been showing off is these crystals show up as grappleable.
When I drained the crystal, I suddenly felt the earth starting to move beneath my feet, and my mind wandered back to how the Strays might have used the crystals as a source of power to keep their cities afloat. I decided it was best to hurry back the way I came, before this whole room came apart.
Aw, jeez.
Yeah, we kind of broke stuff here.
Come on.
I kind of screwed up. Now, some of these aren't covered and they don't have messages written on them, so maybe we weren't quite right about what's going on.
There's a lot more of them than I thought, too.
Yes. Yes, this mountain seems to be full of them.
I like how you learn to, like, save one grapple to, like, pull yourself down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that convenient one that's right there.
Right?
Well, these ruined thousands of years of tradition.
I should point out the game actually will never tell us what those are supposed to be.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's sort of entirely up to your own interpretation. But luckily we face no repercussions for possibly wrecking it.
Someone tweet at the developer. I need answers.
They will respond, actually.
Ooh.
Maybe not over Twitter. Ooh. There's a couple things, probably in the next video, where I'll talk about some stuff some of the developers have said to clear things up.
Cool.
But not yet. And not about that.
The crystals also reflected the grapple beam, but as they did, they seemed to recharge the grappling device.
So that's this level's wrinkle into your mobility. If you grapple on the crystals, it will recharge your grapple device.
Oh, so you can like hit it on the fly and get like 6 grapples.
Well, another 3, yes. But you have to have one ready to use. You have to actually grapple on it. So you can use 2
so 5 grapples.
Yeah, 2 then crystal, and then 2 then crystal for as long as you have crystals available.
Yeah, I would have died immediately because I'm bad at math.
Yeah, I don't think I would have figured that out.
Yeah, I only
Like,
know
I
that
think-
because I've screwed it up.
Yeah.
Another one of these cubes, which I will translate but not read aloud because someone else is going to be talking.
Those floating stones, what were they?
I'm not sure. If only Maddie had come with me, maybe she could have translated the scripture on them.
But Dad, didn't you learn some of their letters?
Well, I had realized that each one of their letters represented one of ours. Maybe I could remember the writings that Maddie read to me in the chasms.
So yeah, I think it's definitely just like a send-off for their loved ones.
Yeah, they seem to be letters to dead people. Which is kind of nice.
Her name's Nami and she eats flies, so I assume it's the same Nami from League and there's a crossover here.
Is there a character in League who eats flies?
Well, she's a fish, so I assume so.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Not the answer I was expecting.
Yeah.
But they are frog people, so eating flies probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if they just took this game and made like an Attack on Titan game with the same engine?
With, like, rope grappling hooks?
Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Is there already an Attack on Titan game?
I have no idea.
I
feel
don't know
like it
what
would-
that is.
It's an anime,
Oh.
but I feel like it would lend itself well to a cool action game.
Yeah, I'm not a weeb, so...
I believe you are.
Me neither. The only Attack on Titan I've seen is when we watched it at a friend's place years ago.
Yes.
The first couple episodes.
And he's been obsessed with anime ever since.
Yep, you broke them.
Yeah.
Worth it. I'm surprised you would want to drain crystals after the last time you did it, and it ruined everything.
That's true.
I mean, I guess as long as we don't do it in any ceremonial-looking rooms.
Yeah. He is a kid, I guess.
That too. Maybe it's okay if we just drain small crystals and not really big ones.
I guess, yeah. I'm starting to get, concerned that he won't be able to find his way out in this cave.
Yeah. Another one. Another secret word.
Ugh. You and your secrets.
Just getting a little disoriented there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this level has a fair bit of, I guess, verticality, where you're going off in different directions.
So, some of these mountains have to be attached to the bottom somewhere. Is there a ground, or is the whole world, is it just a gas planet and everything floats?
I mean, you can sort of see the ground sometimes.
What's that?
I don't know, that glyph is very different than any of the others in the game.
Yeah.
But I don't recognize it from anything, so maybe it's just a reference I don't get.
Looks like a table saw.
It does kind of look like a table saw.
Ooh. Where are we going again? We're trying to get through the mountain.
Yeah, some of the strays told us that Fred was going to the core of the mountain for some reason. And so we're looking for him there.
Fred is a very irresponsible uncle.
Yeah.
I don't think he expected you to follow.
I think he did.
Did he? Yeah?
There was a suit made to a child's size.
Yeah. I think we talked about this a couple videos ago, where kind of what's the difference in intent if you made the adventure suit for him and left it open.
Yeah.
But remember, those are his markings. Those symbols we see on the rocks already are from his suit.
Right.
Yeah, but that could just be so he can find his own way out.
Oh, for sure.
Or
They weren't left for us, but that's how we know we're going the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they were.
Maybe.
Great looking cave, though.
Mm-hmm. It's a very cool level. It's actually the last level in the game. There's another video, but that's because this one I'm split into two, because it's quite long.
Alright. What are your predictions there, Cletus?
I think we're gonna meet Fred, and he's gonna be shocked. Shocked, I tell you,
That's a good
that we've come this far.
I landed hard and felt the impact vibrate through my body. The suit had protected me, but it was in bad shape. The rocket boots were worst off. The crash had ruined the functionality completely. I knew that if I stayed here to fix them, I would probably freeze to death. I had no other choice than to press on.
Yeah, so just one last twist. I'm not sure why, but they disable your rocket boots for this next decent chunk of the level.
I could see that as a sense of urgency thing. I need to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows when the suit will
completely crap out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wonder whether the rocket boots made this section too easy. Because,
Yeah.
they help a lot
You're
when
thinking
you're...
like a game designer, right?
Yeah. When you're out in the open, back in Starhaven, you can set the little floating rocks really far apart from each other, but when you're on the inside of a mountain, I guess it makes it harder?
Yeah, and you can just like rocket boot right across the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I want rocket boots.
I didn't mention it at the time, but I find it sort of strange that someone had built rocket boots sized for a 12-year-old human.
See, more.
I'm sure that he wanted. I don't know. Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
he
almost-
did think that you were following.
And almost all the frog people are like children's size, so
That's true.
Yeah.
maybe it was the frog people that made it.
Mm-hmm.
Some
maybe-
flares.
Maybe it's just Fred's prototype that he made to, 3/4 scale.
Oh,
Yeah.
you would definitely want to test it on a frog before you test it on a real person.
Wow. Wow.
What? I'm just saying they're not real people.
They
you
are
know?
sentient beings.
Like, Fred made them, right?
Yeah, he did.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
he can do what he wants with them.
He owns them.
Oh my god.
It's getting bleak in these last few episodes.
It's getting a little dark.
This is how I talk to my cat, by the way. I'm like, I paid money for you and I own you.
Just to make sure she knows.
Exactly. But I think she owns me because she just meows until I give her treats and stuff.
Right.
So,
She knows how to work it.
And you clean up her
Yeah.
shit. And,
Yeah.
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 Never saw myself as a cat owner, but now that I have one, I don't think I'll go back.
Yeah.
I'd say. So, you can have a dog and a cat. I think that's a good mix if you can get them at the same time when they're young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's sort of a risk to that because there are dogs and cats who cannot stand the other one,
Yeah.
and there's no way to tell until.
Yeah. Yeah, until you
Gosh.
get them.
Yeah.
When we got our dog, the cat had been living there for like 2 years or so, and God, she hated the dog.
Yeah, that's right.
But she'd also just like go run around and hide in the basement, which was her domain. So
Yeah, if you have enough
Uh-huh.
space where they can sort
Yeah.
of keep apart.
if she was in an apartment, she would have killed me.
Yeah. But yeah, pets are great.
How could Fred leave stuff behind everywhere? How much was he carrying?
As I remember it, Fred wasn't that good at keeping track of all his things. Like you.
Hey, it's not like you're any better.
Sorry. Anyway, Fred counted on losing a few things on each of his journeys. He always brought more stuff than he needed. For a paddling trip we had, he brought so many life jackets, we could barely fit ourselves in the canoes.
Isn't it hard to lose track of a life jacket if you're wearing it?
Good point. I guess he didn't really think of that.
Just leaving a couple boxes of flares behind.
Yeah, it is hard. I don't know how he'd be carrying them all this way.
I mean, I guess if you're lighting the load every time you turn a corner.
Yeah. I suppose if you're grappling everywhere, it might not be that bad.
The suit is magic, remember.
You could have a giant Death Stranding type backpack.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely possible.
I found another one of Fred's campsite, noticeably newer than the others. The fire was still smoldering, and I could faintly pick up the smell of the aftershave he always used. I was closing in on him. I could feel it. He had left some tools behind that I could use to repair my boots.
And we are going to do that. And then we're going to end the video. This seems like a good
That
place
should
to
do
stop.
it. Good as new.
Good as new.
Yeah, we'll just take a nice rest by the fire and come back next time to finish this off.
On a very special episode.
Pretty much, I mean, it's the finale. We're finally gonna get answers. Sort of.
What do you hope so?
I expect a lot of... Yeah, there's a lot of questions, so...
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.